Imagine waking up each day with a crystal-clear sense of purpose, not swayed by setbacks, unfazed by the chaos around you, and relentlessly focused on what truly matters. It sounds almost superhuman, doesn't it? Yet, this was the everyday reality for one of the most powerful men in ancient history. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher. His personal notes, a collection that has survived millennia, aren't just the musings of a bygone era. They offer startlingly relevant advice on how to harness the power of self-discipline amidst the noise of life. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of Stoicism, exploring its principles, not as abstract concepts, but as practical tools for living a more disciplined, fulfilled life. Stoicism teaches us how to turn adversity into advantage, emotional turmoil into tranquility, and life's unpredictability into a wellspring of strength. Whether you're struggling with daily stressors, seeking inner peace, or looking to elevate your productivity, understanding the Stoic way of life offers profound insights in a world brimming with endless distractions and instant gratifications. Stoic philosophy grounds us in the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. It's about more than just enduring life. It's about thriving in it, no matter what comes your way. So, if you're ready to transform how you view and handle life's challenges, stay tuned as we unpack the powerful, life-altering teachings of Marcus Aurelius and how they can be applied to cultivate a robust, disciplined life today. As we embark on this journey through Stoic philosophy and the profound teachings of Marcus Aurelius, if you appreciate what we're doing here, a simple favor I'll ask from you is to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't skip any part of the video, because if you're here, you're different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception, and stay tuned for the unique insights we'll explore together. At the heart of Marcus Aurelius's philosophy is the belief that self-discipline begins with finding your purpose. But what does it really mean to find your purpose? It's about discovering what truly matters to you, what drives you at your core, and aligning your daily actions with that deeper calling. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about living in agreement with nature, which in Stoic terms means understanding your role in the larger scheme of things and acting in harmony with your virtues. For Aurelius, purpose wasn't just a lofty ideal, but a practical compass that guided his every decision, from the mundane to the monumental. He believed that understanding one's purpose is what pushes you out of bed in the morning, ready to face the challenges of the day. It's what keeps you steadfast when temptations beckon you to stray. And it's not about grandiose achievements or external accolades, but about fulfilling the duties that life has laid out for you, performing each task with commitment and integrity. In a modern context, finding your purpose can often feel overwhelming. We live in a world saturated with choices and distractions that can lead us away from our true paths. Here is where Stoic wisdom is not just helpful, but essential. Stoicism teaches us to peel back the layers of superficial desires and fleeting emotions to reveal what is truly essential for our well-being and growth. It encourages us to ask ourselves, what is truly worth my time and energy? How can my actions today contribute to the greater good and to my personal development? As we explore how to apply this principle in our lives, think about what you are naturally drawn to, where you find deep satisfaction, or what challenges you are motivated to solve. These are clues to your purpose. Once identified, the Stoic practice of daily reflection becomes invaluable by continuously aligning your actions with your purpose, by saying no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what does. You cultivate the self-discipline necessary to live a meaningful and impactful life. Let's take this insight from Marcus Aurelius and apply it daily. Ask yourself each morning, what am I meant to do today? And each evening, have I lived true to my purpose? Over time, this practice will not only build self-discipline, but also transform your life into a more purposeful and fulfilling journey. When Marcus Aurelius wrote about self-discipline, a recurring theme in his reflections was the importance of relying on oneself. Count on yourself is not just about self-reliance, but an integral part of Stoic philosophy. which emphasizes the importance of personal accountability and independence. This isn't about isolation or rejecting assistance from others. Rather, it's about recognizing that the ultimate responsibility for our actions, reactions, and personal growth rests within us. In Stoicism, the idea of focusing on what is within our control is paramount. Aurelius often discussed the power of the self in confronting whatever challenges life throws our way. By counting on ourselves, we tap into our inner resilience and strength. This principle teaches us to trust in our abilities to navigate through life's uncertainties and adversities. It's about building confidence, not through arrogance, but through competence and a thorough understanding of one's own capacities and virtues. This self-reliance is liberating, but also daunting in today's interconnected world, where opinions and advice are constantly at our fingertips. Learning to listen to our inner voice can be challenging. However, Stoicism teaches us to filter out the noise and to trust in our reasoned judgments. Aurelius believed that this internal guidance was the most reliable counsel one could have, because it is rooted in reason and virtue. By counting on ourselves, we also develop autonomy in our decision-making processes. This enables us to make choices that are aligned with our values and principles, rather than being swayed by external pressures or temporary emotions. This autonomy is crucial for maintaining personal integrity and for living a life that is true to oneself. So, how can we start to truly count on ourselves? It begins with small steps, making commitments and keeping them, setting personal goals and working towards them independently, and taking time to reflect on our decisions and their alignment with our core values. Over time, these practices strengthen our self-discipline, making us more resilient and grounded in the face of life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius consistently emphasized the power of persistence, of showing up not just in body, but in spirit every single day. This practice is not about monumental efforts unleashed sporadically, but about the quiet, steady dedication to daily tasks, which collectively forge a disciplined life. For Aurelius, showing up every day was synonymous with the Stoic idea of living in accordance with nature. To him, nature demanded of us not just to exist, but to actively participate in life, to contribute to the world through our actions, no matter how small or routine they might seem. Each day presented itself as a new arena, not for grand battles, but for proving one's commitment to their principles and duties. It's in the consistency, the everyday effort, where character is built and tested. In today's world, where distractions are many and motivations can be fleeting, the idea of showing up every day gains even more significance. It's easy to feel inspired one day and completely off track the next. Here, Stoicism teaches us the value of consistency. It's not the intensity, but the regularity of our actions that cultivates true discipline. This doesn't mean that every day needs to be a masterpiece of productivity. Rather, it's about not letting a day slip by, unnoticed or unutilized. Whether it's advancing in our career, improving our health, or deepening our relationships, progress in any area requires the simple, often overlooked commitment to show up every day. Moreover, showing up every day is deeply intertwined with the Stoic practice of mindfulness, being present in the now and doing today's work today, without the burdens of yesterday's failures or tomorrow's worries. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about focusing on the present, about doing the task at hand to the best of one's ability. This focus is what turns routine into ritual and effort into improvement. To cultivate this discipline, start small. Decide what showing up means for you. It could be as simple as writing a single paragraph of that book you've been meaning to write, doing a 5-minute workout, or spending 10 uninterrupted minutes with a loved one. The scale is not what transforms us. It's the act of showing up itself. Each day that you meet your commitment, you reinforce your willpower and build the resilience that defines Stoic philosophy. By adopting this daily practice, you embody the Stoic belief in personal responsibility and continuous self-improvement. You become a living testament to the idea that while we may not control the outcomes, we can control our efforts. In the consistent act of showing up, we find the discipline necessary to lead a purposeful and fulfilling life. This Stoic practice, strongly advocated by Marcus Aurelius, is about much more than just making life intentionally difficult. It's about preparing oneself for the unpredictabilities of life, strengthening one's resilience, and deepening appreciation for what one has. Marcus Aurelius, like many Stoics, believed that experiencing discomfort voluntarily helps to fortify the mind against times when life might force discomfort upon us. This could mean choosing to forego certain luxuries, enduring physical challenges, or simply practicing self-denial in small, everyday decisions. The logic is straightforward. If you're accustomed to hardship, sudden adversities won't throw you off balance. You're training your resilience muscles, so to speak, ensuring you can face life's challenges with a calm and composed mind. But why embrace discomfort in a world that constantly strives to offer us comfort? The answer lies in the very fabric of Stoic philosophy. Growth often happens at the edges of comfort zones. By voluntarily stepping into less comfortable spaces, we not only test our mental and emotional boundaries, but also expand them. This practice isn't about punishing oneself, but about shifting perspective, from seeing comfort as a necessity to viewing it as a luxury that we can do without, if we choose. In practicing voluntary hardship, you might skip a meal, take a cold shower, or walk instead of driving. These small acts help us detach from the dependencies we unknowingly develop. Over time, we begin to realize how much of what we think we need is actually a luxury. This realization builds inner strength and resilience. But there's another layer to this practice. It deepens our gratitude. When we occasionally step away from life's comforts, we return to them with a renewed sense of appreciation. Marcus Aurelius frequently reflected on how temporary and fleeting the pleasures of life are. By occasionally removing ourselves from them, we not only become more grateful when we do experience them, but also less reliant on them for our happiness. This Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort is a powerful tool for building self-discipline. It's not about rejecting the pleasures of life, but about not being enslaved by them. By training ourselves to endure discomfort, we equip ourselves with the mental fortitude to face life's inevitable hardships with grace and resilience. In our daily lives, embracing this practice can be as simple or as challenging as we choose to make it. The key is consistency. Whether it's fasting for a day, choosing a physically demanding activity, or forgoing a usual comfort, these practices remind us that we are capable of enduring more than we often give ourselves credit for. They build a mental toughness that becomes invaluable in times of real adversity, ensuring we remain steadfast in our purpose and resilient in our journey. A core tenet of Marcus Aurelius's Stoic teachings was the necessity of keeping emotions in check, not to suppress them, but to maintain control over them. This principle is crucial in cultivating self-discipline because it is often our emotions, anger, fear, desire, that lead us astray from our goals and principles. In the Stoic tradition, emotions are not inherently bad, but they must be governed by reason. Marcus Aurelius believed that our ability to master our emotions, rather than being mastered by them, was what separated us from animals. He taught that while emotions are natural, they shouldn't dictate our actions. Instead, we should use our rational minds to decide our course, regardless of how we might feel at any given moment. In practice, this means recognizing when an emotion arises, acknowledging it, and then deciding how best to respond. For instance, if someone says something hurtful to you, the initial emotional reaction might be anger or sadness. However, instead of lashing out or retreating, a Stoic would take a moment to assess the situation, understand the emotion, and choose a response that aligns with their values and long-term goals. This approach doesn't just apply to negative emotions. Even positive emotions like joy or excitement need to be tempered with reason to avoid impulsive decisions that might lead to future regrets. It's about maintaining an even keel, regardless of what life throws your way. One of the practical ways to develop this emotional mastery, as suggested by Marcus Aurelius, is through regular reflection. At the end of each day, take a moment to review your actions and emotions. Did any emotion lead you to act in a way that you regret? How could you have handled it differently? This daily practice helps to build emotional awareness and control over time. Another method is to practice mindfulness, being fully present in each moment and aware of your emotional state. When you notice a strong emotion arising, take a deep breath and allow yourself a moment to choose your response rather than reacting impulsively. This pause, this moment of reflection, is where self-discipline is cultivated. By mastering our emotions, we not only gain control over our actions, but also over our lives. We become less reactive, more deliberate, and ultimately more in tune with our true selves. This emotional discipline, taught by Marcus Aurelius, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a key to living a disciplined and fulfilling life. Incorporating this practice into your life doesn't mean you will become emotionless. Instead, you will find that you are better equipped to handle whatever emotions come your way without being overwhelmed by them. You will act with intention, guided by reason and principle rather than by fleeting feelings. And in doing so, you will cultivate the inner strength and discipline that are the hallmarks of a Stoic life. In the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, another fundamental practice is reflection and meditation. These aren't just about finding inner peace, but are crucial tools for self-discipline. Reflection allows us to assess our actions, understand our progress, and realign ourselves with our values and purpose. Meditation, on the other hand, helps us maintain focus and clarity in a world full of distractions. Marcus Aurelius himself was known to meditate daily, often writing down his thoughts and reflections. This habit of daily reflection helped him maintain a clear sense of purpose and discipline amidst the chaos of ruling an empire. By setting aside time each day to reflect, we too can gain greater control over our lives and actions. Through reflection, we can evaluate our behavior, identify areas for improvement, and reinforce our commitment to our goals. It's a time to ask ourselves, did I live up to my values today? Did I make progress toward my goals? What could I have done better? These questions help to keep us accountable and focused on our journey towards self-discipline. Meditation, on the other hand, trains the mind to stay present and focused. In a world full of distractions, the ability to concentrate on what truly matters is a rare and valuable skill. By practicing meditation regularly, we can enhance our ability to remain calm and centered, even in the midst of chaos. Marcus Aurelius believed that the mind is the most powerful tool we have, and by training it through reflection and meditation, we can cultivate a disciplined life. These practices not only help us to stay on track, but also to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. Incorporating reflection and meditation into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as setting aside a few minutes each morning or evening to sit quietly, reflect on your day, and meditate on your goals. Over time, these practices will help you to develop the mental clarity and discipline needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Marcus Aurelius' Stoic philosophy teaches us that self-discipline is not just about willpower, but about understanding ourselves and our place in the world. By practicing reflection and meditation, we can develop the self-awareness and mental fortitude needed to lead a disciplined and fulfilling life. In our journey through Marcus Aurelius' Stoic teachings, we've explored how to find purpose, rely on ourselves, persist in our efforts, embrace discomfort, master our emotions, and reflect through meditation. Each of these principles contributes to a disciplined life, grounded in Stoic wisdom. As we conclude, remember that self-discipline is not a destination, but a journey. It's about making small, consistent choices every day that align with your values and purpose. It's about showing up, even when it's hard, and doing the work necessary to grow and improve. And it's about maintaining a clear and focused mind, capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. By adopting these Stoic principles, you can cultivate the self-discipline needed to lead a purposeful, fulfilling life. Whether you're facing daily challenges or pursuing long-term goals, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius offers timeless guidance on how to stay disciplined, stay focused, and stay true to yourself.